You're not broke, you're just trained to consume. Let's start uncomfortable. The average person in United States works 40-60 hours a week. In United Kingdom, rent eats a third of monthly income. Across Germany and France, the middle class feels squeezed by inflation, rising taxes and energy costs. Yet malls are full, new iPhones still sell out, streaming subscriptions keep growing, credit card balances hit record highs. So what's going on? Here's the brutal truth: you are not living in a broken system. You are living in a system optimized for consumption, and you were trained to fit it perfectly. And until your mindset shifts from consumer to producer, you will always work hard but never get ahead. Let's break this down. The modern economy runs on your spending. In the United States, consumer spending makes up roughly 2/3 of GDP. That means the economy literally depends on you buying things. If people stop spending, growth slows, markets panic, politicians worry. So what does the system do? It makes spending effortless. One-click checkout, buy now, pay later, 0% interest for 12 months, influencers normalizing luxury, algorithms feeding desire. The digital economy is engineered to keep you wanting, not fulfilled. Wanting. From childhood, the path is scripted: school, job, salary, debt, lifestyle, repeat. No one formally teaches skill, asset, leverage, ownership, freedom. That's not accidental. A consumer economy needs consumers. Consumption feels good, production feels hard. Buying something new gives you dopamine. New sneakers? Hit. New phone? Hit. Vacation booked? Hit. Amazon package at your door? Double hit. It feels like progress. But it's not progress, it's stimulation. Production, on the other hand, learning a skill, building a business, creating content, writing code, investing consistently. No dopamine fireworks, just slow, quiet, boring effort. The brain prefers short-term reward. We are wired for it. That's why scrolling beats studying, streaming beats skill building, shopping beats saving. But here's the difference: consumption gives temporary pleasure, production builds permanent leverage. The Western middle class trap. In the US and Europe, a dangerous illusion has formed. People look comfortable, but many are financially fragile. Record credit card debt in the US, student loans lasting decades, housing afford crisis in the UK, energy price shocks across Europe. On social media, everyone looks successful. In reality, many are leveraged to survive. This is the consumption trap. Income rises, lifestyle rises, stress rises. The middle class doesn't collapse overnight. It erodes slowly through upgraded standards. Better car, better apartment, better vacations, better image, but no assets. And without assets, you are always one crisis away from panic. The core difference: time versus leverage. Consumers trade time for money. Producers trade value for money. If you stop working, your income stops. That's time-based earning. But when you produce assets, a YouTube channel pays while you sleep. A digital product sells globally. Investments compound. A software tool scales infinitely. Production introduces leverage. Leverage is the multiplier of modern wealth. Technology made leverage accessible, but comfort keeps people passive. The culture of "I deserve it." In the US and Europe, self-reward culture is strong. I worked hard. I deserve this. Yes, you do. But here's the hidden danger: reward without control becomes identity. If every stressful week ends in spending, spending becomes emotional regulation. Then it becomes habit. Then it becomes lifestyle. Then it becomes necessity. And suddenly, your fixed expenses require you to keep grinding. Not for growth, but for maintenance. That's not freedom. That's golden handcuffs. Technology, the ultimate divider. The internet created the biggest wealth gap accelerator in history. Not between rich and poor, between producers and consumers. Same tools, different behavior. One person spends 3 hours consuming content, another spends 3 hours creating content. 5 years later, one has entertainment memories, the other has digital assets. Platforms like YouTube, Amazon, Etsy, Substack, Shopify. They are not just apps, they are production infrastructure. The question is not whether opportunity exists, the question is whether discipline does. Why most people never shift? Because production is lonely at first. No audience, no sales, no validation, no quick reward. The early stage is silent. and silence feels like failure. So most people retreat to consumption, where validation is instant, but production compounds. At first, nothing happens. Then slowly, something moves. Then suddenly, momentum builds. Compounding rewards patience. Consumption punishes impatience. Practical shift: move 15% of your life. You don't need to quit your job tomorrow. You need to reallocate. Start small. Audit your inputs. Track hours spent scrolling. Monthly non-essential spending. Subscription leaks. Emotional purchases. Awareness is step 1. Build a monetizable skill. In a global economy, skills travel. Video editing, coding, automation, copywriting, graphic design, content strategy, remote work erased borders. You are not competing locally anymore. You are competing globally, but you can also earn globally. Create one asset engine. Just one. A niche YouTube channel, a newsletter, a small SaaS tool, an online course, a digital product. Consistent index fund investing. Not 10 things. One thing. Consistently. Production rewards focus. Delay lifestyle inflation. This is where most fail. Income rises, lifestyle upgrades instantly. Instead, income rises increase asset allocation first. Upgrade later. Freedom first. Status later. Change identity. This is critical. Stop saying, "I'm just an employee." Start thinking, "I'm building systems." Identity shapes decisions. If you see yourself as a builder, you behave differently with time and money. The hard truth about complaining: blaming corporations is easy. Blaming governments is easy. Blaming billionaires is easy. And yes, systemic problems exist. But here's reality: the internet reduced the cost of production to near zero. You can publish globally for free. You can sell globally with minimal capital. You can learn almost anything online. Not everyone will become wealthy, but almost everyone can become more productive than they are today. Complaining consumes energy. Production converts energy into assets. Consumption isn't evil, it's just mismanaged. You're allowed to enjoy life. The problem isn't spending. The problem is sequence. Consumers consume first, invest what's left. Producers invest first, consume what's left. Small shift, massive difference over 10 years. The 10-year projection: if you stay consumption focused, rising expenses, constant pressure, career dependency, retirement uncertainty. If you shift toward production, increasing skill equity, multiple income streams, growing assets, optionality. Optionality is modern power. When you have options, you negotiate differently. You live differently. You think differently. The psychological shift. The biggest transformation isn't financial. It's mental. Consumers ask, "What can I buy?" Producers ask, "What can I build?" Consumers seek comfort. Producers tolerate discomfort. Consumers chase trends. Producers create trends. And here's the irony: the world rewards producers with the freedom consumers are trying to buy. A direct question: out of 24 hours, how many are spent consuming? How many are spent producing? Be honest. If 80% of your free time goes to entertainment, your results are predictable. The world does not lack money. It lacks value creators. Final thought: pick a side. This decade will widen the gap. I will amplify producers. Algorithms will addict consumers. Both paths are easier than ever. One leads to dependency. One leads to leverage. You don't need a revolution. You need reallocation. Shift part of your time. Shift part of your income. Shift part of your identity. Because in the long run, the people who win are not the ones who consume the most. They are the ones who create the most value.